Hello, world, and good afternoon. Today is the third video of my series about love. Today, I'd like to talk about why do we put conditions on love. I think this is a spiritual awakening. Have you ever asked yourself, why do we put conditions on love? I have a few times in my life. Why do we say, I'll love you if, I'll stay if, I'll give my heart, but only when? And then somewhere deep inside we know that doesn't feel like real love. Because real love, the kind that will move mountains, the kind that heals wounds, the kind that changes lives, it doesn't come with a contract. It doesn't come with ultimatums. It doesn't come with conditions. Because real love, we ask, so why do we do those things? Why do we do it? Why do we put conditions on love? Today, I'd like to go a little bit deeper than surface answers. We're going to be stepping into something spiritual. Some of you may not like it. Please don't take this as something I'm trying to push onto you, but just an awakening about this world that we live in. It's going to touch on something honest. It's going to touch on something that may challenge you and your feelings towards conditional love. But also, I hope it's an awakening to you. Because when I was writing, it was an awakening to me how many times that I've put conditions on love. Because understanding this might just change the way you love forever. We're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days. We're going to have days where we just don't feel like loving at all. This section is about the truth about love that we try to avoid. I think we put conditions on love because we're afraid to love. At least love without condition. We're afraid of being hurt. We're afraid of being rejected. Afraid of giving everything and receiving nothing. So when we have times in our life that we share everything that's inside of us that's good, that we share everything inside of us that we know when we give it, it's going to hurt like hell. That's the kind of love that we need to share. To share the love that'll change someone's life. It may exhaust you. It may wear you out. The tears that you weep will be a memory of forgiveness, but not of forgetfulness. So when this happens, we usually build invisible walls. And then we turn love into a transaction. Like you go into the store and you swipe your card or whatever you use, your Bluetooth, and tap. It's like a transaction instead of a connection. Where it all begins. Most of our conditions were learned, not something that we just came up with. We learned these conditions as life put us through different things. And we learned it from childhood, from environments where love felt earned instead of freely given. A lot of times you say, well, you've got to earn my love. Okay, how do I do that? By giving you things? By completely giving myself and nothing in return? Conditions, right? If you're going to give someone love, give it to them. Don't look for anything back. If God touches their heart, you'll feel their love back. If not, continue to give love and move on. Just wasn't meant to be. So as we learned these things from our environments, we carried that blueprint of love into adulthood. Then there's that illusion of control that sometimes love gives, right? If I love you, that means I'm in control. Yeah, that's not unconditional love. Conditions of love make us feel safe. But love was never meant to be controlled. It was meant just to be given and not expecting anything in return. The more that we try to control it, the more we suffocate love. We keep it under the surface instead of raising it up to the heavens, right? We suffocate it. We keep it within inside. Let's talk about the ego versus the soul. Our ego wants protection. The soul wants connection. When you love someone and you can feel the love back, you feel that connection, right? That's related to today in the computer world or the electronics world. When your phone connects and everything is fast and flowing, there's no interruptions, there's no bumps. And then all of a sudden, you lose the internet. You lose connection. Now your life is upside down. Losing that connection to love is no different when there's conditions put onto it. If you love without condition, it's smooth sailing all the way. Calm seas, sunshiny, no matter what, if it's raining or storming. Love doesn't change. Real love is not about winning. Real love is about becoming. Becoming whatever it is that's good, not evil. Something that's without condition. Then we have that fear of being unworthy of somebody's love. Because you're not doing enough for them. Because you're not giving them enough. Because you're not telling them you love them enough. It's not love. Love is not telling somebody that you love them. Love is showing them that you love them. Sometimes loving is hard. Not supposed to be easy, right? Love is hard. It shows your soul. It shows that you care. It shows that you'll do anything to keep that other person safe from feeling alone. It's not about giving physical things. It's about giving yourself and everything that you are. Love wasn't ever meant to be earned. Love is something that's meant to be experienced. Love is something that's meant to be joyous. Love is supposed to feel good, not bad. Sorry. Love sometimes feel like people just want everything from you, and then they abuse your love. It's not what love is all about. What unconditional love really means. Unconditional love does not mean accepting harm or losing who we are. It means loving freely while still honoring your boundaries. Honoring oneself's boundaries. Just because someone says that they love you, that's simply what it means, is that they love you. That their soul is open to you if you need anything. If you need a hug, you need just a handshake, you need someone just to put their arm around you and say, I love you. And that's it. No condition. Just that I love you. And I got you. No matter what, I got you. Then there's that spiritual shift of love. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves, am I loving or am I negotiating because I have condition and conditions to my love? Awareness of such things is the beginning of transformation. A transformation for unconditional love. I think it's time for us to return to pure love. That's it. L-O-V-E. L-O-V-E could mean a lot of different things. But we need to return to pure love. The pureness of love. We all think that we know how to love. And we all think, or we already know how to love. Now it's time to remember how to love. Just because you're been married for who knows how many years, could be newlyweds, and you're so much in love with that person. Every day you're holding hands. You're walking through life. I'm the happiest man or woman alive. I've got this perfect person in my life. And then all of a sudden, that person's not the same person that you married. They're not holding your hand anymore. They're not hugging you anymore. They're not showing you that they love you anymore. Now it's time for you to love them even more. Find out what's wrong. Instead of backing away, it's time to come forward with your heart open, giving more of you than you were before. Because maybe it's you that's not loving anymore, no longer wants to hold hands, no longer wants to embrace that person. Talk about it. Show that person that you're still in love with them. Now, you know, with love, there's risk, and then there's the reward of love. If you think love isn't a risk, or loving is fully risky, it is. You're going to feel pain when you love real, when you have real love, when you have real unconditional love. It's risky. It's going to hurt. There's going to be times in your life where it feels like someone reached into your chest, took out your spiritual heart, stepped on it, put it in your hand and looked at you and just squeezed every bit of joy that you've ever had in your life. But not loving fully can sometimes cost even more. So don't be afraid to love fully. Show people your joy. Your joy shows love. You know, do you think that we can find a new way forward? I think if we start small and we love without keeping score about how many things that you've done for that other person, just keep loving. Don't keep score. If we keep giving without expectation, that's a new way forward. That's bringing us to a point in life where it just doesn't matter what happens, but you have that deep down desire to just show love. I need a new way forward myself. I'm going to start today, right here and right now. I'm going to start today with a new way forward. I'm going to start small. I'm going to love without keeping score. I'm going to give without any expectations whatsoever. Make a challenge to every one of you now to give without expectation, to love without keeping score, but starting small, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. In closing, let's think about this for a minute. 3 short sentences. Remember that love is not a cage. Just because of the things that you find that hurt. I'd rather keep my love caged up. When you give true love, it's freedom. Freedom to live your life as you feel, not as somebody else expects you to live it. The love you're searching for is the love you're willing to give. If you give that much love, that's what you're going to get back. If you give everything without expectations of anything in return, the love you feel will be endless. Because when love has no conditions, it has no limits. Remember that. Love has no limits. All right, y'all. Gone over by a minute. Apologies, but I tell you, love is not hard. Love is easy. It's loving without expectation that could be difficult. All right, y'all. We got 2 more videos about love, but I'll never stop talking about it. I'll never stop giving it. Love y'all. Peace. Have a great day.